The following is a sponsored segment from the Higgins Firm.
8:40 right now. Recently, there have been dramatic increases in lawsuits over minimum wage and overtime violations by companies. Here to talk more about that and your rights when it comes to getting paid, we have our legal eagle, Attorney Jon Street. Thanks for coming in, John.
Oh, no problem. I always love being here.
Okay, so you have a lot of these cases that are coming to you. Break down what you're seeing the most right now.
We do have a lot of these cases coming in. And I think what happens most of the time is companies will tell employees, you're salaried, which means you work as many hours as we tell you to work. And that's not necessarily the case. They can do that in some certain circumstances, but most of the time if you work over 40 hours a week, you're entitled to receive 1.5 times your hourly wage, whatever that may be.
Okay, so what should raise a red flag? Let's say somebody is a salaried position and they're working 60 plus hours a week. What should they really look at their circumstance to think, I might have a case here?
Well, it all depends on what they actually do. Sometimes, like if you're a doctor or a lawyer, of course, you may not be entitled to minimum wage. But if you're, say, working at a fast food restaurant and say you're putting fries in a container and selling cheeseburgers, but they call you a manager, but that's what you're doing, you're entitled to minimum wage. If they call you a manager to avoid paying minimum wage, you need to be managing people. And if you're not managing people, then you're going to be entitled to that money.
So is that how they're getting away with it then? They're giving you a promotion without actually adding any duties?
It is. That's it. They give you a title and a salary and say, we're not going to pay you time and a half for your hours spent over 40, when in fact they do owe you that money. And in fact, that is your money. People have to understand that. That's the law. That is your money. When they don't give it to you, it's wage theft.
Really? Okay, so if you have more questions about this, and many people might be looking at their situation right now thinking, this might apply to me, contact the Higgins Firm at 615-353-0930, 353-0930. You can also contact John. It's john.street@higginsfirm.com. Thanks for coming in, John.
Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate you having me.